Hi guys, welcome to Zahir Math. Are you enjoying the content? If so, subscribe and click the bell icon to stay updated. Today we are going to solve the remaining questions from exercise 10.2. I'll guide you step by step so it's easy to understand. Don't forget to note down the key points. If this video helps, please give it a thumbs up. Got questions or feedback? Drop them in the comment section. Let's start the video. Find the exact length of the curve. So we are going to find what? The exact length of the curve. I told you another word for exact length is arc length. Do you remember that? Yes. Find the arc length of the curve also. It's going to be the same thing, right? So for the equation, parametric equation, x equals 2 by 3 t cube, right? And then y equals t square minus 2. And the t values lies between 0 and 3. Okay, right. So what's the formula for arc length? So let me write the formula and then I'll write on the side. Okay, arc length L is equal to integral a to b, okay, square root of dx by dt the whole square plus dy by dt the whole square and into dt. Okay, right. So it means what? We need dx by dt, we need dy by dt. So let me calculate dx divided by dt, which is equal to 2 by 3 is a constant, right? T cube derivative is 3t square. T cube derivative is 3t square. And dy by dt is equal to derivative of t square is 2t and then derivative of 2 is what? Which is 0. So therefore dx by dt is equal to 3 gets cancelled 2t square and dy by dt equals 2t. So we got dx by dt and we got dy by dt. So what we need now? Square. So dx by dt the whole square, which is equal to 2t square the whole square, which is equal to 2 square it's 4, t square it's t power 4, and dy by dt, right, the whole square, which is equal to 2t the whole square, which is equal to 2 square, which is 4, t to the power of 2 is t square. So we are ready with dx by dt the whole square and dy by dt the whole square. Now next we need to go to the formula. So L is equal to integral a to b square root of dx divided by dt the whole square and then plus dy divided by dt the whole square, right? So this equals the limits already given in the question. This is a to b. So this is your a and this is your b. Okay, right. So this is going to be integral 0 to 3 square roots. What's your dx by dt the whole square? Already squared. No need to square this one. Keep in your mind. Already squared, which is 4t power 4 plus, and this one is 4t square. Clear everybody? Clear? Right. This equals integral 0 to 3, right, square root of, I'm going to take common terms, right, in Arabic amal mushtarak, right, 4, and then I'm going to take it as t square. Why? Here it's t, 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 t. Here it's t and t. So amal mushtarak is t. Okay, amal mushtarak is tt, sorry. So it means tt, it's t square. So this is coming out, this is coming out. So that is this one. So bracket open, and this is also common term, this is also common term. What is remaining? Baki, which is t square. And then plus, here nothing. So you're going to put 1. Okay, so dt, 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 right. So this equals 4 square root is 2. T square square root is what? T, right? So integral 0 to 3 square root of t square plus 1 into dt. Now we have to integrate this one, okay? For integration, the term which is inside the square root is giving problem. So I'm going to follow substitution method. As I said in the class, substitution method is a powerful method. Most of the difficult integration, you can solve it using substitution method. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put t square plus 1 is equal to something u. When I do something u, the next step you need to go for the derivative du divided by this variable which is dt with respect to this variable t. So if I take a derivative, it will be 2t plus one derivative is what? 0. Now you look back here to this equations all together, right? Everything you need to convert in terms of u, everything including dt also. So I can see this 2t and I can see this dt. So there is a chance here, you can see here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cross multiply this one. So 2t dt is equal to du, or you can multiply, no problem. So this 2t dt, I'm going to write it as du. Let's finish. What I'm going to write, t square plus 1 and t square plus 1, I'm going to write it as, according to this, it's u. So now let me talk about the limits. This limits 0 to 3 is the limit for what? Limit for t. Now we gave the substitution u. So we need to find the limits for what? U. So when t is equal to 0, what is the value of u? U is nothing but t square plus 1. So 0 square plus 1, which is equal to 1. So when t is equal to, right, the next value is 3, right? So u is equal to t square plus 1, which is this equation, right? Which is equal to what happens? This equals, which is 3 square plus 1, which is 9 plus 1. It's going to become what? 10. So what happened to the integral now? The integral takes the model, which is 1 to 10, right? Because the lower limit is 1. We took the lower limit here and we took the upper limit here, and this is your upper limit. So 2t dt is du and this is square root of u, right? So now we are going to integrate this one. Which one? This one. This equals square root of u. I'm going to write it as u to the power of half into du. So what happens now? This equals integration of x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 over n plus 1. So integral of u power half du is equal to u power half plus 1 divided by half plus 1. So this equals half plus 1 is nothing but what? 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So this equals u to the power of 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, and the limit is 1 to 10. So this equals this 3 by 2, I'm going to flip it to the numerator as 2 by 3. Okay. So u to the power of 3 by 2 and then 1 to 10. So this equals 2 by 3, upper limit substitution, which is 10 to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 to the power of 3 by 2. When I put all these things in the calculator, okay, that is upper limit minus lower limit, all together I put in the calculator. Let me try in the calculator, which is 2 over 3 and then bracket open, 10 to the power of 3 by 2 and then minus 1 to the power of 3 by 2 is 1, and then press equal. You will get 20 point something. So I'll write it as 20.4. So this is your arc length or length of arc. Is it clear? Right. Let's go to the next question. Next question, let us read. Okay, right. The parametric equations, right, give the position in meters of moving the particle time t at time t in t seconds, right? At time t in seconds. The question is, find the speed of the particle at the indicated time or points. So it means what? You are going to find the speed, right? Yes, at time t equal to 5, right? So what is the formula for speed? I told you there is no integration. So formulas for speed is square root of, right, dx divided by dt, right, the whole square, and then plus dy by dt the whole square, right? Yes. So now what happens now? So this is equal to, we need dx by dt and we need dy by dt. What is your x? X is 2t minus 3, right? And what is your y? Which is 2t square minus 3t plus 6. Right. Let's take the derivative. Derivative of 2t is what? 2. Derivative of 3 is what? 0. This equals derivative of 2t square is what? 4t. And derivative of minus 3 is what? Minus 3. And derivative of 6 is what? 0. Now what we are going to do, now I'm going to square dx by dt the whole square, which is 2 square, which is equal to 4. And dy by dt I'm going to square, which is 4t minus 3 the whole square. Okay, right. We know already the speed is a constant, right? So we are going to calculate the speed at the time t equal to 5. So I'm going to calculate dx by dt the whole square at time t equal to 5. Is there any variable here? No. It means it is same for all variables of x or t. Okay, t, all variables of t, because here t is the independent variable, x is a dependent one, right? So next is dy by dt, okay, the whole square at t is equal to 5. If I put this one, it is going to become 4 times multiply 5 minus 3 the whole square, which is 20. 20 minus 3 is 17. So let me go to the calculator. 17 square, which is equal to 289. So let's substitute in the formula. This is your formula. So s is equal to, the speed is equal to square root of, right, dx divided by dt the whole square plus dy divided by dt the whole square. Clear? Right. No dt, nothing. Okay. So this equals in the square root dx by dt the whole square is what? 4. Already we squared. We squared already. Don't square. Already we squared already. So plus 289. So 289 plus 4 is equal to 293, which is equal to, if you want you can leave the answer as it is, or you can find the value of the square root of 289, which is equal to 17. Okay, so this is the speed value. Okay, right. Let's go to the next question. 293, sorry, 293. I'm sorry, I put it 283. Sorry, square root of 293, which is equal to square root of 293 is not 17, which is 17.11. Okay, right. I'm sorry, I put in the calculator 289 something. Right. So let's go to the next question. Find the surface area generated by rotating the given curve about the y-axis. Okay, right. So what we are going to do, we are going to find out the surface area about x-axis or y-axis, about y-axis. If it is about y-axis, we need to know the formula. What is that? Surface area is equal to, right, the formula. Surface area is equal to integral a to b 2 pi x. I told you if it is y-axis, you will get 2 pi x. And then square root of dx divided by dt the whole square plus dy by dt the whole square. Clear? Into dt. Right. So we want dx by dt, we want dy by dt. So let's start the solution. So x equals 3t square and y equals 2t to the power of 3. So let us start dx by dt. So dx by dt is 60 and dy by dt is equal to 2. T cube is what? 3t square, which is equal to 6t square. Okay, right. So what we are going to do now? We are going to square. So dx divided by dt the whole square, right? Which is equal to 6 is 36 t square, because 6t the whole square is what? 6 square is 36 and t square. Next, dy by dt the whole square, which is equal to 6t square the whole square, which is equal to 36t power 4. Now all these things we are going to apply in the surface area formula. Integral a to b 2 pi x square root of dx divided by dt the whole square plus dy by dt the whole square, okay, into dt, right? Yes. Now let's apply all these values in this formula. This equals integral a to b. What's the value of a to b? Which is given 0 to 5. So this is your a and this is your b. It's okay, right? So what happens now? Which is 0 to 5, right? So 2 pi. What is the value of x? X is given in the equation, which is 3t square, right? So this equals 3t square, right? Square root of, already you squared, keep in your mind, which is 36t square, plus already you squared, which is 36t power 4 into dt. The same situation like previous problem, which is equal to, don't simplify anything, keep as it is, because we are going for substitution method. So 0 to 5, integral 0 to 5, 2 pi, okay, 3t square. What I'm going to take common? I'm going to take common as 36t square, because here t, here t, here t 4 times. So 2 I'm taking out, 2 I'm taking out. 36 is common, 36 common. So 36 t square I'm taking common. So 1 plus remaining is here t square into dt. So this equals, let me move the screen. So integral 0 to 5, 2 pi multiply by 3. I'm not using x, so I'm using this one. 3t square, okay, square root of this one. So now let me tell you what is square root of 36, which is 6, which is coming out. What is square root of t square, which is t coming out. So what happens to the remaining? The remaining is square root of 1 plus t square into dt, right? Yes, now the same situation like last problem. This is the one giving trouble. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put u equals 1 plus t square. It is called substitution method. So now the next step is what? Du by dt, which is equal to 2t. So what is your du? Du is 2t dt, right? So now convert all these things in terms of what? All these steps you have to convert. This, all these things you need to convert in terms of what? U. Keep in your mind. Okay, let's start now. What are the things is converting, right? So we have 2, we have t, and we have dt. So let me plug in 2 and t and dt. So all these things together we can call it as du. So this is finished, right? And 1 plus t square is equal to what? U. This is finished. So now still the remaining is t is available. See here, t is available, t is gone, sorry, t gone. The remaining is available what? T square. T square is available. So I need to get t square from this equation, okay? So u equals 1 plus t square, right? So what is t square equals? Here is u, this 1 comes this side, u minus 1, okay, right? So I'm going to convert everything in terms of this. So this is equal to integral 0 to 5. Let me move little. Integral 0 to 5, right? Let me move integral 0 to 5, okay, right? So 2t dt, everything is converted into du, right? And this pi is there, I didn't disturb pi. And this 3 is there, I didn't disturb, okay? This t square is nothing but what? U minus 1, okay? And the 6 is there, I didn't disturb, okay, right? And then the next is square root of u. Let me explain again. 2 and then t and then dt. This is your du. This is finished. Next is, I did not disturb pi. Pi is here. And 3 I did not touch. So 3 is here. And t square we calculated as u minus 1. So I'm going to put t square is equal to what? U minus 1. So this is t square is equal to u minus 1. So I just put t square equals u minus 1. Then the 6 is here, 6 is here, and this already gone. So this is square root of u du. So now let me move the page. I'll make it little bigger, right? So this equals, is this a limit for u? That is the next question comes. Usually the students make mistakes in finding the limits. So what happens now? We are going to calculate the limit value, right? So when t is equal to 0, when t is equal to 0, what is your u value? 1 plus t square. So 1 plus 0 square, which is equal to what? 1. Okay, right. So when t is equal to, the next number is what? When t is equal to 5. When t is equal to 5, u is equal to u 1 plus t square, which is 1 plus 5 square, which is equal to 26. So the limits going from 1 to 26. So what happens now? It goes as integral 1 to 26, okay? 6 times 3, which is going to become 18, and then pi. Then the next is u minus 1 square root of u into du. Is it okay, everybody? Clear now? Clear, huh? Right. So this equals, right, integral 1 to 26, and this you see here u minus 1 square root, same variable, and there is a root. So what I'm going to write, u minus 1 and this as u power half, because square root of 2 is nothing but what? 2 power half. So 18 pi, okay, u minus 1 and then u power half into du, right? So this equals 18 pi is a constant, 1 to 26. I slowly multiply this one, u power half, and then I slowly multiply this one minus 1 u power half into du, right? So this equals 18 pi, right, integral 1 to 26 bracket open. Now you see here there's a u power 1. Power must be added. 1 plus half is equal to what? 3 by 2. So u to the power of 3 by 2 and minus u to the power of 1 by 2 du. This equals 18 pi, right? We are going to integrate using the formula, right? I told you already x power n dx is equal to what? X power n plus 1 over n plus 1. So what happens to now, which is 3 by 2 plus 1. So which is going to become what? 5 by 2. And here it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 is what? 3 by 2. So what happens now? U to the power of 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2 minus u to the power of 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. The limits is 1 to 26. What I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this 5 by 2 and 3 by 2. So 18 pi bracket open, 5 by 2 flip here, which is 2 by 5 u to the power of 5 by 2 minus 2 by 3 u to the power of 3 by 2, and this is 1 to 26. What is the next step? Upper limit minus lower limit. So which is equal to 18 pi, right, bracket open, 2 by 5. What is upper limit? 26. So 26 to the power of 5 by 2 minus 2 by 3, 26 to the power of 3 by 2. Upper limit minus lower limit. So 2 by 5, 1 to the power of 5 by 2 minus 2 by 3, 1 to the power of 3 by 2. I told you already 1 to the power of anything is what? 1. So all these things I put in the calculator. So once I put in the calculator, I get the answer 72985.02. So this is the surface area. Okay, right. All these things slowly put in the calculator. Brackets also, be careful. So all these things you together put in the calculator, you will get this answer. Okay, right. So this finishes your 10.2, right? The exercise is finished. 10.2. Okay, right. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye. See you guys.